This is the quickest and easiest chicken recipe that my mom knows how to make. So for anyone that's tired coming home from work and you don't want to eat fast food or all that crap, this is the way to go right here.
It also makes for a good hearty meal for family. I come from the background of mid to low income and very low self-esteem. One day, through a third-party association, ended up at a gathering that was at a house of what I considered more well-off and beautiful people. I was feeling very insecure in that environment, just kind of trying to keep myself composed and act like I fit in, but inside I was crawling out of my skin. I had met this beautiful woman. She did something that really threw me off because I thought she was like so perfect and fancy, and I pictured her being a person who would have very fancy hors d'oeuvres. She walks over to her oven, flips it on, takes some Italian dressing, takes a chicken breast, plunks it in there, and I looked at her like she was out of her mind, and I said, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, it's delicious, just wait a few minutes, you'll see." And sure enough, she pulled that thing out of the oven, and we were all just snacking on this chicken, and it was so good. That's what we're basically making today. By the way, her name was Hunter, and she had the most adorable little girl who was Justin's best friend at the time, you guys. Oh, picture time! Doing the little ninja pose. We're cutting up the carrots first because they need to cook the longest. In addition to our chicken, we're going to cook some pasta in a pot. Basically, just add some veg to that. We're not doing the healthiest version to keep nutrients, which is steaming tonight. We're just boiling some carrots in the water with the pasta. We're doing just a little bit of onion for a little extra flavor, but since we may be wanting to feed younger children, we don't want to overwhelm. Cut some of the stemmy stuff off the broccoli and chop it real small. We do not have chicken breast today. What we have is chicken breast fillet. They're a little bit thinner. They're a chicken breast that's been already cut again. So because they're more thin and I haven't made this recipe with fillet, we're gonna cut the cooking time down to 30 minutes and we're gonna cook on 350 for 30 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and incorporate the carrots and onion into our pots, which is already almost boiling water. We're gonna let those carrots cook for a few minutes on their own. Now we're gonna be taking our dressing and we're just gonna splash some in here to keep the chicken from sticking. You go, and it's ready. And you're just gonna put in your chicken. Pretty much do a single layer. You may have to double them up a little bit.
You want a little bit of chicken with your Italian dressing, right?
That's correct. So we're adding more dressing on top of the chicken and we're calling it good. Now this is gonna go in the oven for half an hour. We're gonna let our carrots cook 5 more minutes and then we're gonna throw in our pasta and our broccoli, cook that for about 11 minutes, and then we're gonna drain all this stuff, put a little bit of olive oil in it. When the chicken's done, the chicken will come out and we'll pour this dressing into the pasta and stir it up, and we'll be ready for some low or high budget Parmesan, depending on the way that you buy your Parmesan. I prefer the actual shredded kind, but today we're having the shaky kind. Okay, so Justin's gonna pull the chicken out of the oven. I decided on 35 minutes at 350. So you can see there's a nice seasoning from the Italian dressing, and then we have plenty of dressing left over here. You'll notice in the pasta that we're missing the carrots because I accidentally added the pasta and broccoli too soon to the water, and I had to cook the carrots a little extra on the side, but that's okay. So we're gonna just take the remaining Italian dressing and we're gonna just pour that into the pasta. We're gonna add some Parmesan. We're gonna give it a stir. So I've been kind of sensitive to spices lately, so I held off and just put plain olive oil on mine and salt. So those are 2 options for the fam for side dishes. And we got our chicken. So that's pretty much our meal. I'm also still steaming the carrots, which we'll mix in here. Gonna have to improvise that last little thing and make it work, but it'll be good. Thanks for watching.